And welcome back to Flexible Games, where we are playing Factorio in our Achievement Hunter series. And we have copper and iron finally automated, and we're still at 105 out of 111 crafts, so that is awesome. And just for those people who are just joining the series now, it counts both of our crafts. So my pocket crafts, and Oss's are counted towards this total. So between the two of us, we only have 105. So I would like to get some stuff automated right away. Let's see. I'm not sure if we want a bus system or not, but it is what it is. First things first, we're going to automate belts because we're going to be using a lot of belts, and we need these automated ASAP. So these are pretty simple. It's just gears and iron. I want to do this. So this one out here actually will be gears, and this one will be the belt itself. So that needs all iron all day. So we're going to do that. I have one splitter, so we're going to split that off. Let's get some of this going, and then a output chest, and then a whole lot of this. So let's see if we can't get this powered there. Oh, actually, let's do it down here. That will power all of those, and a little bit of that. There. We now have belts, massive number of belts getting automated. The next thing we're going to want are these assembly machines themselves. And this is a pretty involved process using many circuits. So circuits would be nice to automate, but we don't have the assembly machines to do that yet. So we're going to do this right based off of this iron here. So that is going to be a circuit producer, and this one is also going to be a circuit producer. So we need copper coming in on either side of that to make the circuits. So the first thing is circuits. So this one needs to be circuits. This one, actually, let's do it this way. This one needs to be copper cable. And this one needs to be assembly machine ones. Oh no, Osirek is being dropped for no apparent reason. Oh, there he goes. Something must have
That was weird.
hitched. So those actually need iron. I think these need iron. Oh yes, definitely. And the last one we need is gears. Unfortunately, gears are way over here. I could swap these two. I could swap gears with belts, and then use a long-handed inserter going over the top of this, and that would feed this assembly machine. But right now, I think I've got a few gears on me, so I think I'm just going to drop the gears straight in. Not a big problem. The last thing we're going to need is a bit of copper. So let's bring in some copper. I don't know if I have. Did you pick up the splitter? I think there was one splitter left.
No, I hadn't thought of it.
Okay.
I'll go get it.
So we would need this, and this, and then an output. I want to do an output over the top like this, because this is going to have to feed into assembly machine 2's, which is a little bit more involved. So that right there is how we're going to have to play that. And then this also needs gears. So I'm going to take the very first one off the line there, and this is going to be gears. So something like this. Okay, so there's assembly machines coming in. So obviously we need to craft some assembly machine 2's, and I need to borrow one of these assembly machines in order to do just that. So let's make sure this is good. So let's grab this assembly machine. I'm going to grab the two that are in there, dump them in there. No, I didn't want to do that. I wanted to push all of them in there. So let's set that recipe again. Okay, so these, we need gears. We need those. Now we can do that. And I would like just to have some gears. So let's just do some gears here. There we go. A little bit better, a little bit better. This is originally gears, so it's all good. So there is two more of these. So that can be assembly machines. This is going to have to be, this will be assembly machine 2s, which is yet another set of gears, plates, and circuits. If we really were creative with this, I could do, instead of having this output there, I'm going to put this output really close together. Like this. That can be assembly machine 2s because it'll share these gears or these circuits here and the assembly machines. And then we can add another gear manufacturer over here for reasons. Yeah. That way we can share resources and we have a little bit better of a time. We can go under. We can either, I'd like to do the copper underneath just because, like that, just to keep with the pattern. And I've got a bunch more of these. Okay, so the last part is, I do want to put a limit on this chest. I don't want this to go crazy. There we go. And I should have a little bit of iron on me, so I want to try to get rid of all of my stuff because reasons. Okay, so now we can remove this temporary setup here, and the gears can go forth. Now the only thing that sucks is this inserter right here is very, very slow moving the things. So it'd be nice to set up some inserters. I would like a regular inserter setup and then a fast inserter setup. We may even need the long-handed inserters. I'm not sure how many of those we're going to need, but I definitely would like to automate those so I'm not tempted to craft them in my hand. So we got lots and lots of belt going. And why aren't these crafted? Oh, yeah, these need iron. Just like that. So we don't want a whole lot of regular assembly machine 1s in storage. So I'm putting a limit on that chest to 2 stacks, which is plenty. And here we go with more assembly machines. So if we look at inserters, again, gears, circuits, and plate. And then red inserters is just gears and plate with no circuits. But blue inserters have circuits and plate again. So circuits are used in 2. So if I were to do circuits, I need to spread them out a little bit. So now we're getting some assembly machines. We got 5 more of these babies. Let's put these to use. So we've already got plate coming up to do this. So what do we want to make here? I'm thinking if we look at this, plate, plate, plate. So gears are used in the yellow and the red inserters. So we're going to need to share gears and share circuits. So let's say this is circuits. I need to share those with yellow and blue, but not red. So let's think about this for a second. So if this is blue, this is yellow, and this is red. Okay, blue doesn't need gears. So I can then take gears and share them between yellow and red. Circuits are shared between blue and yellow, and then we have obviously the copper cable. So that setup there will give us all of the wanted materials that we need. Just like that. And I only have one chest, so do you have any wood chests?
Yep.
So that's a pretty compact automated system for setting this up. So we need to stretch this out a little bit here and load gears. And then we also need plates over at our, because all three of these need plates. So we need to stretch plates somehow along the outside here. And that is a bad place for that. There we go. We now have all three inserters automated. Progress. We're making progress. Are you happy with our progress so far, Os?
Yep, looking good.
All right. The last bit of detail we need is a inserter for the circuits, copper wire. There we go. Good times. So what else do we need automated? Well, we're going to want to look at science as well. It was the whole point of getting this started, is getting science automated. And again, we're going to want to limit our pocket crafting. So I'm not putting any raw materials like circuitry, stuff like that. None of that is getting any chest to put in raw materials. We don't want to be able to come in and scoop up a bunch of circuits or anything like that, because all we want to use are the inserters and stuff like that. Okay, now I think we're going to need a temporary setup for labs. And that is belt, circuits, and gears. Well, we do have some circuits over here that we can use. So I need a single crafter. We're going to make this labs. So I want to make, should we do like 10 labs?
Yeah, we could probably handle that. We'll probably need to expand iron at that point, though. Well, then again, the crafts we have here are probably going to cap out pretty soon.
Okay. Well, yeah, these. If you put limits on these chests, I mean, it's. Let's put a little bit more of a limit on some of these. Okay. Now, I'm not the fastest crafts in the world. Totally agreed. I'm gonna double up that gear. That's our really limiting factor right there, is the gears. So let's really maximize that output. So if we're gonna want more iron, we may need to redo this iron up here, move these. If you want to work on that, pulling all these drills out and sort of rotating the mining over to this side over here, and then we can use the ones that they're on right now for another whole iron setup to double that up.
We could just move the copper output over, and then we could just use this space for a second iron smelting.
We could do that. Yes, indeed, we could do that. I just didn't want to interrupt your awesome steel over here.
We'll eliminate that soon enough anyway.
So yeah, there's our iron. Iron is now disappearing. We have a ton of it right in here, so I'm gonna look at all that iron. There we go. A little bit better. A little bit better. That'll help shore that up a little bit more. Especially the belts. That's a lot of iron that we've got in storage. Get rid of the copper that we have. So obviously we're going to need some more mining drills and all that kind of stuff. So let's look at that. Mining drills again are gears, circuits, and plates. So this is going to be, I'm going to move this a little closer. Gears, circuits, okay, so if we do this one, gears, actually, come to think of it, it'd be easier to make this copper cable, circuits, mining drills, gears. So there, 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 and there. Can I get another chest down here? Right.
I'm all out. I'll have to grab one from up here.
And so we need one more copper, or copper cable, right there. Okay, so there's your basic setup. Let's, oh, he put a limit on that. Good man, good man. Get all that powered, ready to go, and I've got a crap ton of iron that I can drop into all these, save our iron supply a little bit from getting depleted too fast. There we go. I just pulled the iron out of the chest that we had up here. and I'm
Yep,
just
that'll work.
redistributing it down here just to have it, just to use it up so we don't accidentally grab it and craft something. All right, more mining drills are coming in. We've already got tons and tons of inserters coming in, which is awesome. So, there we go. We are cruising. Let's get rid of the copper I have. For some reason I have a little coal. I can probably toss that in one of these guys here. Okay. Now, I think the other side of this monumentally small bus can be science. So over here, although we do have a little bit of oil, we have like one little deposit of oil over here, and I'm not sure if that's even. I mean, we don't have much oil around, so when we do start oil, it's going to be the world's smallest setup.
We do have a second one just above the copper here.
Oh yeah, that's 164% yield, 190%. That's not a whole lot of oil. And the next one is way northwest. That is painful. But yeah, we've finally got the system going properly here, and it's good to go. It looks like he is crafting a few undergrounds in anticipation of where we're going with this. I do want a few gears of my own here, so let me grab. What is the requirement on this thing? 10 gears apiece. If we want 9 more of these, that's 90 gears. I'm gonna grab 2 sets here. So I'll make 100 gears for reasons. But that'll have to do it for this episode, and I thank you for watching, and I will see you next time.